Good evening. This is the third time I've tried to record this video because for one reason or another, sometimes when I'm flipping between print dialog box and CAD, it doesn't screen share. So hopefully this will be like third time's the charm. Anyway, a student asked me to create a PDF document from a CAD file. And I don't know if I have like a great, shortcut to do it, but this is how I do it when I want to do like a scaled document and I don't have viewports created. So I'm gonna go and share my screen in CAD and here we go. So right now on my screen, I have a floor plan. So when I want to plot that out in a scaled plot, I'm going to type in, I need to click inside the box, hit escape. I'm going to type in PLOT plot. And what comes up is the print dialog box. So I'm going to go in, I'm in my model space, which you always are when you're drawing, right? And I'm going to go in and hit my printer. I'm going to keep it at the paper size US letter, but just know that you can pick any paper size and you can also create some custom sizes in here. But I'm going to do US letter, which is 8.5 by 11 inches. And what's already chosen here in terms of orientation is landscape. And I want it to be landscape because whenever it's wider than it is taller, you want to do landscape. If it's a taller item that you want to print, you want to do portrait. So I'm doing landscape. I'm going to skip display right now. And I am going to go up here and I'm going to say the plot style table. How do I want it to look when it's printed? I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit monochrome because the way I have my drawing is that I have a lot of like lighter colors like yellows and greens and things like that, that when you try to do in grayscale, they end up rendering or printing out or on the computer screen looking a little too light. So with monochrome, it's basically like everything prints in a version of black, and it gives you that really clean look when you put it in a presentation. So this is going to ask you, do you want to assign this plot style table to all layouts? I always just say no because I want to be able to pick every time. So I'm going to ignore 3D viewports. I'm going to ignore print options right now, but I am going to center the plot because this item that we want to plot, you do want it to be the center because otherwise it can go off. And now I'm going to go back to scale. I'm going to take it off fit to paper, which fit to paper isn't a bad thing. You can try it if you want to, but I want to scale it because I want to be able to tell the viewer what scale it's at, right? So I'm going to choose, this is a floor plan, I'm going to choose 1/4 inch scale for now just to see. And then I'm going to go back to display because if you let it be display, it will print exactly as it's there, which is, not particularly centered or nice or anything like that. So I'm going to create a frame. I'm going to pick window and it'll ask me right away. And I'm going to come up here where I'm free of everything so I don't cut off anything. And I'm basically just cropping it, right? So I'm going to start up in the upper left, click once, but hold my mouse, come down to the opposite corner and make sure I'm free of everything. And then click again. And then I'm going to click preview. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to share my screen. So I'm going to stop my share. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to make sure I have you in here. It's the dialog box. I'm going to click preview. And it's going to say annotation scale is not equal to the plot scale. Do you want to continue? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's the same thing. So now I have to stop my share because it's brought my preview up and my preview is right here. It's 1/4 inch. It looks pretty good. You could put this in a presentation and have room underneath it to add labels, logos, descriptions of what you're doing, even the scale that you have, which is 1/4 inch scale. But what if you're not, totally satisfied with that? Okay, I don't like that. I'm going to just click out of that. If your dialog box is just behind it, just click your dialog box again, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop share and share that screen. So here's my dialog box. So I'm back in my dialog box. didn't necessarily like that 1/4 inch scale. I'm going to go in and I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to do a 3/8 inch scale because maybe it looks nicer if it's filling that entire 8.5 by 11 page. So I hit 3 by 8 or 3/8. I hit preview again. I say continue again to these questions. I'm going to share my screen, and this is filling. This is the 3/8. Look at that. It's filling the entire thing, and that's fine too. You might like that better. So that might be an option. And then all you do once you figure out which one you like, you go into file, you hit save, you name it whatever you want to. It's already a PDF, so you're good to go there. Let's say now you want to do an elevation. We'll do the same thing with the elevation. I'm going to hit cancel. Oh, hold on. I got to share my screen. Dialog box. So I'm going to hit cancel. Forget that. Hold on. We're back to the CAD. So now I'm going to do an elevation. I'm going to print this bar elevation. Okay. I'm going to put that in the center, and I'm just going to do everything. Oh, click in there, click in the space. PLOT. I want to stay with model. I'm going to go into monochrome. I'm making, yes, assign this plot style to all layouts. No. Ignoring 3D viewports, ignoring print options. I'm centering the plot. I'm going up to printer plotter. I'm just putting in mine. US letter. We could do, it really doesn't matter. I think I'm just going to stick with the landscape. Now this, I'm going to do it at a slightly smaller. I think I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do it slightly bigger scale. Sorry, because it's not wide. So I'm going to do a 1/2 inch scale here. And I've already got centered the plot. I'm going to hit preview. Yes. Yes. Okay. Here's my preview. And there we go. So it is, oh, it's kind of going off, right? So it doesn't quite work there. So I'm going to go back to my CAD. And I'm going to do 3/8 inch and see what happens there. I want to make sure that I'm in the print dialog box for you guys. Okay, I'm going to go to 3/8 inch. I'm going to go to preview. Oh, you know what I did? This is what I did. This is a good opportunity for me to show you what can happen. So what happened was I did display instead of clicking window, which is why that 1/2 inch didn't work. So I'm going to go back to 1/2 inch, and I'm going to hit window because I was hurrying. I'm going to hit window. I'm going to make a nice window, a nice clean, tight window here, there. Okay, I'm going to hit preview, continue, continue. Okay, so now I knew something was fishy. So now look at that. That looks nice. Right in that. So that's 1/2 inch scale. Fits nicely in that. That elevation has all the dimensions in there. And then all you have to do is go to file, save, and put it wherever you need to put it. So hopefully that helped you. If you have any questions, let me know, okay? And can't wait to see all your finals. I know I'll be very impressed. Have a good night.